Okay, we've already pretty much beat the subject of hub or switch to death. So let's talk about modems. As long as you don't have one of those router modem combos, there's really not much to configure with a modem. Your ISP will take care of the internet connection side. All you have to do is plug it into your router and sync the two up. Every once in a while you'll lose your internet connection, and it'll be necessary to reboot your router and your modem and get them to resync. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Now, if you did get one of those router modem combos and you decide that you want to go ahead and get yourself a wireless router and connect to it, there's something that you need to know. In a lot of cases, a modem router combo is functioning as both the modem and the router. If you hook up a router to another router, you're liable to run into problems. You're going to want to contact your ISP and ask them how to switch it from router mode to bridge mode. This makes it essentially just like a regular cable or DSL modem, and then the router that you purchase will take over the other router functions. Now, once you become very familiar with your modem and your router, you should be able to just look at it and tell whether you have an internet connection or not. And if you don't, you should be able to see what the problem is. And the way you can tell is by looking at the state of the lights. And the best way to learn about the state of the different lights is to watch the syncing up process that takes place when you connect the two for the first time. So let's do that now. Okay, so we have the modem plugged in, and the first thing it'll do is it'll go through a little diagnostic check. Right now the only light that's lit is the power light. Soon, once the cable signal is synced up with the ISP, the cable light on the left will turn solid. Now's the time that we want to turn on the router. The first thing the router does will check its 4-port switch, which it does. Now we have this check mark on the left, which is basically a diagnostic check that the router is putting itself through. Once the two are turned on, the modem notices something's connected to it, and the PC light comes on. The modem is now sending data to the router and waiting for the router to sync up with it. Once that light there that just turned amber turns green, we have a connection between the two. So right now we have an internet connection, and as you can see, the router just left its diagnostic checking state because the check mark on the left disappeared. These two devices are now synced up.